Hi, welcome to Just Minding My Business Media, where we present news and views you can use, with our host,
Ida Crawford.
and myself, Ruth Haskins, your co-host. Today we have coming to the mic, Maini Homer, who is a #1 international best-selling author, entrepreneur, and successful businesswoman. Her award-winning book, Lockdown Took My Income, is making waves around the world as it helps women transform their lives. Whether you've lost your job, had to shut down your business, or lost income, this book will give you a full 9-step blueprint to find your way back and create a new income stream of business from scratch. You can get a copy of her book. I'm not going to tell you that right now. I'm going to leave that for her to tell us. So welcome, Maini, to Just Minding My Business. So glad to have you with us.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be here. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. I can't wait because this is so on time.
Absolutely. So needed right now. Sorry.
Yeah. So where did that come from?
Boom, it just came out from nowhere. It's like literally, I think there's always been a book. Well, there's a couple of books that I haven't got out yet. So that's the big secret. Shh. But I think this book has always been in me. It's just, it was the time. I could see the world crumbling around me, especially in Australia, in the US as well. I could see everything just falling apart. And I guess I knew I had the knowledge. I've got the experience. Like I've done this like 11 times, created a business from scratch. So, and I just knew that what I had to say and the advice I had to give would serve millions of people. So I had to get it out. I just did.
Right. And we are so grateful that you did and you had that passion to do so. So tell us a little bit about what we can expect in the book.
All right. So what I've done with this book is I've based it around somebody who may not have ever been in business before and never been ready completely to take that leap. So what I've done is I've taken all of the questions that I would have asked myself when I first started, and I've gone right back to the very, very beginning of the very first things you need to do to start your own business or your own income stream, whatever it is you feel that you can do. With the most important questions, such as what are you passionate about? What sets your world on fire? Because we really want to find in the book exactly what it is that's going to make you just feel that complete passion, that complete empowerment, so that you can push through and you can make it happen. Because that's the important thing. And I actually walk you through step by step. There's 9 steps to the process, step by step, on exactly how to go from absolutely nothing, maybe with even no money down, to the point where you know with absolute certainty and confidence that you can create your own income stream. You can have your own business. You can do this. You just got to believe that you can. And that's why everyone's loving the book, because it gives them the confidence and the certainty to take that leap that so many people are terrified to take.
Yes. And now, being that we are in a pandemic, it's so crucial now, because a lot of people that had jobs, some people have shut down, some people have gone out of business. And it's all about, to me, having something that belongs to you, that's yours, your creation.
Yes. And that is so important these days, that we have something that belongs to us, especially these people who have suddenly found themselves in the situation where their entire world just flipped upside down pretty much overnight.
Yes.
And they're sitting there wondering, what do I do now? Where do I go? I had this plan. Everything was planned out, and all of a sudden it's just gone completely. We say belly up over here in Australia. I don't know whether you guys know what that means, but it basically means you've just been flipped on your back and you might be flailing in the air, and you don't know how to get back.
Yeah.
So my book is going to help you step by step. It's going to start right from the beginning, and it's going to help you to flip yourself back over, stand on your own 2 feet and go for it.
Yes. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, I know you have a coaching platform as well.
Yes,
So
we do.
people that are, get the book and they want to reach out to you for that extra shoulder to lean on, because you know how fear is.
Absolutely.
You know how it is. I think everybody has been in a place of fear before.
Yes.
So sometimes it can be difficult for some people.
Absolutely. Definitely. Like, fear is probably the biggest killer of most people's dreams. Honestly, it really is. And you're right. I come across all kinds of fear each and every day. But, it usually comes back to the same thing. It's usually the I'm not good enough or the I'm not worthy is usually the root cause of that fear. Now, I'm actually a master NLP practitioner, so that's neuro-linguistic programming. And so my team and I can actually work with people. We've got programs there ready to go through mindset programs. We can also work one-on-one with people and actually work with them to go back into their unconscious mind, discovering exactly what it is that caused these problems, because they're probably downloaded from when you were a child or even from a generation past. And even though that's not our fault, it's still our responsibility to do something about fixing it so that we can go and have the life that we want and not have that fear hold us back, So we've got all the resources in place that no matter what it is that you need, we're going to set you right. We're going to get you right.
All right. Y'all heard that?
That's a different approach. That's a lovely approach.
It is a lovely approach.
Because so many people don't know what's holding them back.
That's it.
They just don't know. They have all these dreams and these hopes, and then they get so far and it's like, I can't do this.
Right.
They shut down. They shut down and they run back to their little safe space.
Yes, and they can't do this for a reason. One of the biggest ones I hear a lot these days is, oh, it's happening because it's Mercury retrograde. No, it's not happening because it's Mercury. No, it's not.
That's a new one. I hadn't heard that one.
It's in your, it's what's downloaded in your mind. Now these are things that you've downloaded when you were a child, and as I said, even generations past, they can be passed on through pregnancy, so whilst it may not be your fault, you can spend your entire life sitting there going, oh, well, my mother wasn't good enough, my mother couldn't do it, so I can't. Or you can decide that you are your own person. You can take the action you need to take. You can put your fear aside and choose to work with an NLP practitioner to fix these things once and for all. Honestly, it's the best thing I have ever done for myself in my life. And this is why I'm a #1 international bestseller, because I did the work. I did the inner work on myself.
Yes.
That makes such a difference.
A huge difference.
Yes.
Huge difference. Absolutely. And it's one of those things I believe you have to constantly do. It's not you start and stop. It's a lifestyle.
Absolutely, it is. I've put a good solid 3 years into my mindset. For me, once I realized what it was I needed, and please know, I come from a background where I was abused all of my childhood, and all types of abuse. So I've been there. I've been where a lot of you are. And I left home with no self-confidence, no self-worth, no self-belief whatsoever. And it took me years. It took me absolutely years to discover what it was that I needed. And I tell you, when I found NLP, I couldn't get enough. It was like I was a dog with a bone, It was just like I couldn't get enough.
I know.
And I've done the work on myself. And you're right, you've got to keep going. But when you get to the point that I'm now at, it's like, I just do not have those negative thoughts. They do not come up. And if they do, it's gone in a heartbeat, because it's like, I still get the I can't do this moments, but it's so funny to watch. It's like, it'll be, oh, I can't do this. Right, next. And we're back into it and going for it, So there's no, that's where you want to be. This is the place that you've got to be if you want to create the greatness and you want to make an impact in this world. This is it.
Yes. And there's so much support. Oh my God. It's so much support now. It's not like you have to be there. There's open arms everywhere to support you to get through it.
Absolutely. It's more now than ever. People have said, like I have, I've had a coaching business, sure, but all of a sudden I've gone, do you know what? I've got to get this book out. I've got to get this information out to as many as you can. And I've just done it. And so many other people are doing exactly the same thing.
Absolutely.
If when is now the time? When is now the time to take action and do something different to get the result that you want?
Yes. Yes.
That is huge. That's what you're saying. Just what you said just now is huge, because
Yeah.
it is something that everyone, whether they recognize it or not, we're never going to have a moment like this again.
No.
This is an opportune time
Yes.
to stop worrying about what was, forget about what's going to be, because you don't have any control on either end, and just stay in the present and formulate what you can do now, right now, right here, right now. The rest of it, we have no control over, but right here, right now, this we can. And we, in this moment, is where our creativity is.
Absolutely.
It's not in the past, it's not in the future, it's right now.
Yeah.
That's
So
exactly
I really
right.
appreciate what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, so many people, they spend time and energy trying to control the things that they can't.
Yes.
Right there. You can't change this pandemic. Okay. You can take precautions. You can choose to stay indoors. You can choose to wash your hands. Okay. But it's out there. And you may not be able to change your situation where you've just lost your job or your business has had to close down. But the way I see it is you've got one of two choices. You can, wallow in despair and watch the latest Netflix series, or you can utilize this time to, prepare yourself, because let's face it, ladies, this is just the beginning. We are going to go through a major wealth shift, a major change in the economies around the world. And if you aren't ready, then it's going to get a lot darker. So as I said earlier, when is now the time to take action and do something?
Yes.
It will change your world.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. So you talk about 9 things to do without giving away the book. Can we get a little bit?
I can give a wee snippet. Okay. So as we talked about earlier, the number one thing that is so important when you want to do this is you've got to know what sets you on fire. You've got to know what makes your heart absolutely sing like nothing before, because what I've discovered in my time and in my journey is that even though I didn't have the self-confidence and the self-belief that I needed to, really take my businesses to the absolute top. I mean, geez, ladies, I should have been a billionaire by now. Seriously, come on.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So scared.
They are. And even I've been scared for many years. Even though I've done really well, I've been so scared myself because I didn't have the skills. And all it is a skill set. That's all it is just, getting your confidence and your certainty up. It's just like, it's like going, if you took a cooking class, if you want to learn how to cook, you go and get a cooking class, right? It's exactly the same. And that is the way to look at it. There's no shame in getting your mindset sorted. There's strength. There's no, what will, okay, let's go. What will the mother-in-law think? Okay, which is one of my biggest issues. It's like, too bad, it's like, it's your life. This is, who cares what anyone else thinks?
Yes.
It's your life, and so it's really imperative that the very first thing you do is you work out what makes you absolutely just get so excited about life and about love, because that is the secret, girls. I don't say use it long term, because it's not going to work for you long term, but that's the secret, just to be able to get by those niggling, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I can't do this, my mother didn't do this, that little voice.
Yes.
You can get by that if you know exactly what you're passionate about. And very first chapter of the book, we actually show you step by step how to work that out.
Okay.
Right.
How to find. Now, it's like there's so much more in the book. We do a lot of work on, like, learning how to leverage what you've already got, like, turning the stones over to make sure that you turn over every stone that you have. Oh, the stones I've turned over. And I want to say, while I've been writing this book, it's reminded me of a few things I've done in the past, because my stories are in there. Plus, I'm also using the exact system right now that's in the book to launch this book.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm actually using the system in the book to actually launch the book, which I think is really quite ironic.
Yes.
We do, we allow you to make a plan. We help you to make a plan. We teach you how to make a plan that's going to get you to where you need to go. We talk about the importance of taking action, and we do a lot of work on mindset and getting rid of those. Well, getting rid of those little negative thoughts take a while, but at least we're going to set you on the right path. And and so that's what's in the book. The book is so jam-packed. It's got so much information. I share quite a few of my own personal stories over my journey of 23 years in business. And trust me, there's been some doozies. There's been some doozies, and so I think that's what brings so much value to the reader with this book, is because, I've been there and I've done this, and I've come from a place where most of you are or have been. So I get you. I absolutely 100% get you, which I think makes all the difference.
Yes.
It
So
does.
how can people get the book?
Okay, so the website is tallpoppiesrising.com/lockdown. All right, so Tall Poppies Rising, all one word, as in tall and the flower poppies, rising, because over in Australia we have a thing called the tall poppy syndrome, where people cut the tall poppies down. But we're rising, honey. We are rising together. So tallpoppiesrising.com/lockdown is the place to get it. It's, I don't know, am I allowed to tell how much it is?
Yes, if you want to.
Okay. All right. Well, I will, because it's only $7. This is all about me giving to you and helping you to rise up and become a poppy with me.
Okay.
Yes.
So $7 is all it's going to set you back for this incredible resource that will change your life.
And it's worth every penny. To me, whatever I invest in changing me is so worth it.
Absolutely. I have spent close to around $85,000 on my mind and my mindset in the last actually I met Tony in 2014, so that's 6 years. Okay, this is the start of my journey right here, this man. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that was when I really started the journey. And I've invested a lot of money, and I know a lot of people will go, oh my gosh, there's no way I could ever do that. But why not?
Yes.
If it's going to get you here, I mean, you can buy a car for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And some people will spend all that money for cars and clothes and shoes and handbags.
I
saw
know.
a ridiculous thing about handbags recently. I was like, okay, whatever. But they won't spend it on their own mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being.
That's exactly,
and their own creativity.
Yeah. And you've got to ask yourself, what's more important to you? What's more important, your mind, or buying that handbag, or what it is that you need? So
yeah, and a lot of times we all dolled up and a mess inside.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing what you can show on the outside, but what's hidden on the inside is
Yes.
what really, really affects you. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it really does. Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm going to get the book as soon as we get done, because I need to have it. Your excitement, and you can feel the passion coming from you, and the love, because for you, 24 hours, I know that was like an all-nighter.
Yeah, well, it was done over 3 days, if I'm honest. It was done over 3 days. So, but that's still like, I was going for it all day. I was going for it all day. It didn't stop. So, yeah.
Writing a book is a focused activity.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. It is.
Very focused activity. And, you got to edit, book covers, so thank you.
Yes. Thank you for the energy that you put into this.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure. My only wish is that this changes the lives of millions around the world. That is my wish. So.
Yes. And I'm sure it will, because I can tell you poured it out. I can tell you did, because, it's important to me that we support each other.
Yep.
I think that's what we're here for, is to look out for each other.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, definitely. So thank you, my ladies. It's been such a pleasure.
Yes,
Thank
it
you
has
so
been
much.
awesomeness, awesomeness. So one more time, how can people get at you?
All right, they can start by downloading my #1 best-selling book in 3 countries. Did we say that? Did we say Australia, USA, and the UK? That we got
Oh, wow.
#1 bestseller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Plus, I got #1 hot new release in the USA as well.
Wow.
Excellent.
I know. So it's
Awesome.
amazing. All happened overnight. It was just like. So if you guys have lost your job, if you found your business change, if you've lost your income, or you just want to get out there and you've decided that now is the time to go out and create your own business, then grab a copy of my book, Lockdown Took My Income. It's only $7 and you can get it at tallpoppiesrising.com/lockdown.
Yes.
All righty now.
Get my audience, if you're listening, I hope you got a pen and a piece of paper and wrote this down, because as soon as we're done, I'm going to go get my copy.
Yeah.
Take a picture holding it and send it to you.
Okay.
Beautiful.
No,
Absolutely
thank
amazing.
you so
But
much. Thank you for taking your energy and your time and your knowledge and pouring it into something that we can use.
Absolutely.
Thank you so very much. It's just so timely, so necessary right now.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to
Absolutely.
reading it myself and utilizing it, not just reading it.
Yes. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
sharing it.
So important to take action. You've really got to be taking that action. Absolutely. So important.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, mwah, kisses.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We
Okay.
truly appreciate you. And you will be back.
Yes.
Oh, I will be. Ladies, I am available to help you in any capacity that you need.
All righty now.
All righty now.